Hello, this is Daniel Hill from Germany, and this is a video on raising standards. If we raise our standards, our lives will get better. When people are suffering, they're not happy, very often their return from life is pretty poor, and they're really unhappy about that, whether it's being in a relationship and feeling unloved, whether it's someone in their job, they don't feel they're getting respected or even paid enough. So I think other areas of your life, it might be in sport, if you're a sports person, whether you're professional or you're just an amateur. You've got to have a standard that is pushing you, that's challenging you. If your standard is mediocre, you're going to get mediocre results and you're not going to feel that great. There's nothing egoic about having high standards and raising your standards. It's actually, you're in your ego when you're in this place of, oh no, I couldn't do that, and putting yourself so small in that kind of way is belittling yourself and not accepting that you are this amazing being that has the ability to have beliefs, and you can change your beliefs. You can have low standards, and by working on yourself start creating new beliefs that incredibly raise your standards and expectations of what it is that you demand of yourself as well as from others around you. And your life will improve. It's just going to automatically get better. It's one of the big ones which I come up with when I'm coaching people. People's expectations of themselves are pretty low. They don't really feel they can do it. They don't really feel that they're capable. And when you raise your standards, you step into like a place of self-empowerment, because you're effectively loving yourself. You're saying, I deserve better. And I often use this as a metaphor, that it's like, what would you do if you had a twin? Not all of us have twins, but some do. If you had a twin, and your twin was looking at your life, and then, let's say you're not particularly happy with your life, there's an area of your life, or lots of areas in your life that you're not really happy with, and your twin was to directly look at your life and to assess it, what would they say? And the twin I'm presupposing that the twin unconditionally loves you. Not all twins do. But this twin unconditionally loves you. So this is basically yourself, to a greater extent, where you're looking at yourself and giving yourself that kind of unconditional love, and you're saying, what do you expect? What do you expect of yourself? And this is your twin looking back at you, going and giving you an honest readout. So one thing you can do is imagine your imaginary twin. What? You know what I mean. So imagine you could step out of yourself, step out of your own shoes, and step into the shoes of this imaginary self, this twin, and look back at yourself. And if you want to, pause the video, go ahead and do it, and come back. And you're back. What did you see? What did you feel? Did you hear? Maybe what did you smell or taste? It might have been a bitterness. It might have been a pungent smell of, God, that's pretty shitty. It might have been something not too pleasant. And now, what resources do you need as you look back at yourself, being the twin, What does that self need? Does it need confidence? Does it need assurance, clarity, courage, persistence, integrity? Whatever that individual needs, I'd like you to pause again, and each time go and pick up from somewhere in the room which feels most appropriate, just going to slip arms, that resource. And when you pick it up, put it into your heart and pause and really accept it's coming in, pause and let it be there. And do this for as many times as you like, for as many resources and many emotions as you wish. And when you do that, go back and step into your body with all the resources that you didn't once have, and just see how you can raise your standards. Because if you do, your life is going to get better.